I booked an airport that took me very far from where I was staying. It was the wrong airport, so I had to pay for transportation to take me back to where I was going. We board the plane, and every time I get on the plane, I go with my headphone. Well, I practically go everywhere with my headphone. I practice the presence of God. I worship God. I pray in tongues. I read the word. But I got on this plane. It was a lady pilot. The aircraft was, I believe, an Embraer. I think one of, an Embraer aircraft. Medium-sized. As soon as we took off and began to fly, the song of the Lord came to my spirit. A song by Ty Tribbett called He Turned It. Say He Turned It. And if you are a sensitive person or a mature believer, you are flying in the air. And the word of the Lord that has come to you is that He will turn it. It means that there's something that is going to happen that He has to turn. So I was on red alert. Now there's something I know about the song of the Lord, or the song of deliverance. It's a song that you have to declare like a prophetic word. Sing it until you sense a release in the spirit. So I didn't want to disturb my neighbors, so I began to sing it a little bit. Just proclaim it, because you have to proclaim it. So you have to proclaim it. If you wake up with a song, sing it out. Say, sing it out. And sing it out until you sense a breakthrough, a release, a relief, a note or nod of victory. Not too long after, the public address system on the plane went on. And the lady pilot said, "Ladies and gentlemen, something has just appeared on my dashboard, an error message. I do not know what it is, but I have to find the nearest airport to land." I shared this testimony earlier in the day where I went. So I'm like, okay, Lord, this was what you told me about. So I still sang the song. I kept singing it. He turned it, and then I switched to You Are Alpha and Omega and was worshiping. I raised my volume a bit. And the Caucasians are much more composed than us. If I were in Africa and you heard that announcement, I trust my people. Hey, prayer, tongues, worship. Maya Bakata. So I was feeling like the odd man out. The plane began this James Bond maneuver in the air, just trying to gain time because he didn't want the situation to escalate. We began to drop. The weather changed. It was cloudy, dark. It was like something in a movie. By the grace of God, we landed. And when we landed at the airport, we saw fire trucks escorting us. They had alerted them. It was like a mayday call. I looked to my right and left. I saw them escorting us. We disembarked the plane. And when I stood out from the plane, I saw the same Oyibo people, the Caucasians, who looked at me like, about 3 of them came, 2 black American and a white man. And they came to me and said, "Thank you so much for the songs you sang, and in their words, and for helping us land the plane." I didn't know they were listening. And they asked me, "What do you do?" I said, "Well, I'm a singer, and I'm a believer. I'm on tour. I'm touring the U.S." And while we were still talking, I saw the engineers. Sorry, I'm sharing this as a basis for prayer. I saw the engineers storm into the plane, and then they stormed out again in anger. They were so vexed. According to what I heard, they got there and it was a simple error that just needed a touch of a button that the lady didn't probably read through the manual. So they were like, "Why would you just raise all this alarm and land this plane? This is all what you'd have done." Now this is the testimony. That maneuver, that nearest airport they were looking for, was the original airport I was supposed to land.